What's up guys, Ryan here, and today we are going over a direct comparison of the Vertx Everyday Carry EDC Fanny Pack and the Eberlestock Bando Bag. This is the standard size. To point that out, there is also the XL size of this guy that is a little bit bigger, and I'm going to cover just a few points up front, and then we'll kind of compare and contrast the features and which one I think is best for your situation in different situations. So first off, let's go over dimensions, and I am going to read this to you. This guy says it's a 2-liter capacity, 9 inches wide, 5.5 inches tall, and 2.1 inches deep. And compared to the standard Bando bag that is 5.25 inches tall, 9.25 inches wide, 3 inches deep, or the XL, which is not this one, just to be clear, that is 6 inches high, 10.75 inches wide, and 3 inches deep as well. That covers the specs of the product, and now I want to go into some of the differences and why I like one over the other, and why you may or may not want to make the choice to pick up one over the other. So let's start first off with the Vertx. So the Vertx has a different clasp on the side here, and I really like this guy. It seems very, very easy just to pop it on and off. And it's a different design. Now, how these clips here last over time, we shall see. It does seem like it's a little prone maybe to breakage, but I have yet to see that. It has performed fine in the time that I have used it, and the Eberlestock is more of a traditional clasp here. There's an extension that comes with it. That's what this is. So it takes a little more force to release it. But it does feel like it would be more rugged and durable, but time will tell. Now, the zipper on the Vertx Everyday Pack, in my opinion, is a smoother pull. It's very easy to run this guy back and forth, and the Eberlestock tends to want to bind. If you see that right there, it feels like it's interacting a little bit with this corner here. And maybe just a little bit more clearance would be good, or maybe you just work around it and you see your zippers a little bit different. But if you see this right here, this is the next point that I want to bring up. The backing on the Eberlestock is actually quite thin and flexible, which when you go to try to yank the zipper, just like that, it tends to want to flex on you. And the Vertx is very easily manipulated in both directions. So that one I have to give to the Vertx. Also, the next point, which is going to go to the Vertx as well, although it might be a little bit difficult to visualize it here, is that the way that these bottoms are cut, it makes it hard to take a firearm, which by the way, I've already cleared this, and stick it down in there, because this radius that's added here kind of forces your gun to come up a little bit. And granted, this is a PSA dagger full size, so this is not meant for this bag anyway, but it kind of illustrates the point that if you have a longer barreled gun, it kind of wants to go down in this corner, which on the Vertx it can. This is a less radius corner, so there's a little more space there. And I feel that that would actually have been an improvement to make this a little more squared off. That is the next point I want to point out. And also one more benefit for the Vertx is that this silicone here on the back, if I turn that you can see it, it's not very tacky to your skin, but when you actually put this on your clothing, it grabs really nicely. And the last point is that it has this additional pocket here on the back for the ID. So as far as wins for the Vertx, that is the list that I have for you. But the Bando has its own benefits. So I think the zipper pulls on the Bando are actually significantly better. So looking at the Vertx here and the Eberlestock here, you can see they have larger loops. They're easy to grab, and I do like that definitely more. And I also like that the shape of this is more volume, let's say it that way. So it comes out further, it gives you more room. Like I can throw an Israeli bandage in here, I can throw a tourniquet in here and still have room to put my wallet, keys, and EDC in here. Where the Everyday Pack is thinner. Granted, this is not designed to be the larger pack. This is meant to be their sort of EDC pack, and they do have an option that is larger. Let me go back here to which one that one is, because I got a bunch of these guys, and I don't want to get it wrong. So that is the long walks, would be the more spacious, more direct comparison to this. But I do think that the volume of the Bando bag is a benefit there. And one other thing I want to point out, and I don't see this on any of these bags from any brand, is why do none of them have cut resistant straps? It seems like it would be really easy to just weave in some sort of UHMWPE. It's very, very easy to do, and make these straps cut resistant so somebody couldn't just walk up, snap that, and run off with your entire EDC setup. So it starts to be kind of known that if you see a guy who's kind of fit and wearing a fanny pack, likely he is carrying, and that would start to make people targets for things just like that, like, you know, the days of cutting the strap on a purse and running off. Kind of the same thing here for fanny packs, and why no one has cut resistant straps is beyond me. So that is something I would love to see, but that's a direct comparison, the Eberlestock Bando bag versus the Vertx everyday carry. If I had to choose just for normal EDC, I'm going to go with the Vertx, and really the main reason is right there. It is super smooth back and forth, and I think if they just increase the rigidity of that back panel just a little bit here, and then worked on the stitching just a little bit to ensure that that zipper pull is super smooth in a high stress scenario, that would make it really, really tough to make a decision here. So thanks for checking this out. You can find both of these guys in the links below. Like and subscribe for more videos just like this.